consummate storyteller who was an expert at adapting fairy tales to the screen. In his lifetime, he tackled some really difficult stories and succeeded in making them his own. Now, speaking of the Disney Studios, Walt always said that it all started with a mouse, but he could have just as easily said it was founded on a fairy tale.
Every culture has a fairy tale tradition. They could be told as folk tales, they could be told as explanations for how the world came to be the way it is, but they're the same elements found all over the world.
A lot of these things started out as tales told around the campfires of nomadic tribes about people that were intriguing and entertaining, but really contained lessons.
Fairy tales certainly lend themselves to animation. That's why these stories served as inspiration for so many Disney films.
The first fairy tales that were actually written in 17th century France, and they were written as court tales. And the father of the fairy tale was Charles Perrault, who had started writing down stories that brought this magical world to life. And these would be stories like Cinderella, and Sleeping Beauty, and Puss in Boots, and Red Riding Hood. Now in the 18th century, Wilhelm and Jacob Grimm were folklorists. They went into the countryside and they got people to tell them their stories, and they started putting them into print. And this was the beginnings of being able to read these fairy tales.
I don't think we know